Hello, Neeta.
Hi,
How are you?
good, good. How are you doing?
I'm fine. So nice
Okay,
to have
great.
you here. And I'm feeling
Thank you
so
so much.
grateful. When I just informed you and you willingly agreed to it, and you were going for your birthday party, and you have just returned, and here you are with me discussing. It's very nice of you. Thank you so much,
No,
Neeta.
no, I no. In fact, I was not feeling good that I couldn't do it, while I was traveling. So I was just waiting to come back and have a quick chat with you. So it's absolutely my honor, my pleasure, and to meet you for the first time. It's a very, it feels good, to talk to somebody whom you don't know, but who's willing to hear you out. It
Yeah.
feels really good.
Yeah, this is the first meeting, I would say, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
First
yes,
meeting, first chatting. Okay.
yes,
So
yes, completely.
let us know something more from you. So I would request you to, you can introduce yourself, you can speak about yourself as to how it is about your life journey or whatever that you feel free about.
Sure. So my name is Neeta Khilnani, and by profession, I have been an equity research analyst for the last 8 years.
Okay.
But circumstances were such that in March 2020, when the whole pandemic struck, I had to kind of leave my job and do sit at home. And that is when I kind of started exploring of what I can do, because being in job, you cannot sit at home and do nothing, right? That's a very restless feeling. You're always wanting to do something. So at that time, then I started. So I have a 5-year-old son who is now 6 year old, but when he was 5, I started making some activities for him just to keep him engaged, right? Because kids are at home, they were at home the entire day, not knowing what to do
Yeah.
during that 1 hour, at least, the one
Yes.
year rather. So I started doing something which can keep him occupied and in a very gainfully productive way. So, and then I started, so whatever activities I made, I started sharing them on social media as well. And I got a lot of positive feedback from a lot of parents. And from there on, based on whatever requests I got from parents, one thing led to the other and to the other. And finally, I started doing my workshops. I started making these activity packs, and I have my own website now, which has many articles and a lot of useful resources as a parent. So just to kind of sum up what I do, I make activities that will make a child think. So unfortunately, our education system is such that the only focus that you have is on marks, right? Beyond marks, nobody really thinks anything.
So,
There's a very single track, single minded focus on academics. But our children are actually so capable of so much more. They can, uh, it's not just about academics always. I mean, you give them an opportunity and they can think out of the box. They can reason things out. They can do a lot of, we can help them develop their brain in a much wider perspective. And that is what I do. I train kids on logical reasoning activities. In fact, I don't think many of people here know this, but logical reasoning is actually a subject in US and UK in schools. In India, it's not a subject. We don't get introduced to reasoning at all until we give our CAT or CET or MBA entrance exams. Now that's unfortunate because the more activities children do of such kind, the sharper they become. Their mind becomes really sharp because they get an opportunity to develop the entire left and the right side of their brain, right? It's
yeah,
not just about marks, it's about thinking logically. And
right.
thinking logically is not going to help you only in academics, it's going to help you in your real life situations. When you grow up, you need to be able to think creatively to come out of situations and tackle problems. So This is exactly what my workshops do and what my activities are aimed at.
Oh, that's good. It's so nice to hear this because nowadays children are used to only online, everything online. And these
Yes.
activities will put them off from online and keep them engaged in offline activities. So this is something is very wonderful thing, especially for the young ones.
So actually, here I would like to add that
Yeah.
whatever I do right now is entirely online, but
Yes.
the it's about, so suppose if you're just taking an hypothetical example, if your child watches cartoon for 2 hours, cut that to 1 hour and do replace that one extra hour with the kind of activities that I do, because these because this is helping your child, right? It's helping your child widen your perspective. So if it is a productive screen time, if you think that, so what, see, even I understand, I have a child who's fairly young. 4 hours online on school is already a lot of time. So when I do something, I make sure that the screen time, it's worth it for a child. And I can see that in my workshops, they're completely engaged in trying to solve the activities, in challenging their brains, in thinking, in discovering new possibilities and ideas. It gives a different kind of thrill. So
Yeah.
right now I do online because I know that I can, there are kids sitting in US and UK who can also take benefit of this. In fact, they do it. In fact, the most resistance I get is from parents in India. They don't realize the
Right.
importance of these
Yeah.
activities because
True.
their only focus is, यार बच्चा मैथ्स में कितना लाएगा बताओ, उसके लिए ट्यूशन लगा
Ah.
दूं ना, मैं इसके लिए क्यों ट्यूशन लगाऊं? ट्यूशन
Ah.
भी नहीं है ये. This is learning in a fun way. What I do is
Yes.
all games and riddles. It's learning and play. It's not tuitions, but parents in India unfortunately don't realize this.
True. Very true. So they only go for the academic point of view. But here you are
Yes,
building up the capabilities, the inner
exactly.
capabilities, yeah, which will enhance their academic.
Exactly. This is only going to make them sharper. So
Right.
then you will actually see your child grasping concepts so quickly because it's the
Yes.
mind sharp हो गया ना ये सब कर
Mind
करके.
sharp ho gaya. And that is for lifetime.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's, I mean, very unfortunate thing. And I suppose parents will agree to it, but they need some awareness, I would feel. They need
Exactly. Yes. So
awareness. And once they are
yes,
open for all this, definitely there is bound to be acceptance of these activities. And how many
I
activities
hope.
do you have altogether? Like you have,
See, I'll tell you how. Right now, I have two resources. One is an activity pack, which is an 84 set of 84 activities, which you can access online from my website. You can do one or two a day, and that enough is like to keep your child occupied for half an hour because each activity requires thinking and doing workings on your rough book. So that is one resource. The other resource is I do my workshops. So these are online workshops and I have a team of tutors. So I also take sessions, my tutors also take sessions, and these are workshops like IQ boosting workshops, I call them. These are
okay,
for 12 sessions, and we do like 2 sessions in a week. So it is easily a 2-month course. And in these sessions, what we cover is logical reasoning, verbal, numerical, visual reasoning, and out of the box brain games, riddles, puzzles. This is entirely what this is about. In fact, for the younger kids, I also cover life skills topics such as clock, calendar, measurements, money and savings, all the topics which will help them through their lives. So it's not just about 12 sessions, anyways, it is about teaching them things that will help them through their lives. This is my main aim and main motto of whatever I do. There's nothing should be restricted because 12 session करने के बाद फिर क्या, बच्चे को ऐसा कुछ सिखाओ वो 12 session में जो उसको जिंदगी भर help करेगा.
bilkul, bilkul. But you tell me one thing, Neeta, these activities which you have created, that's a real treasure. But when children are doing, is it online or offline?
No, it's online.
So they are playing online these activities.
No, so I'll tell you. For example, like I told you, activity packs, you can
Yeah.
access it from my website. आपको screen पे activity दिखेगी and you can, the child can do it and the answer is there with you. It's like a ebook.
Okay.
Okay.
So you mean to
And
say what is there on the website, it has answers and the child can do activity offline.
exactly. Huh? Child, yes, you can. So you can look at the activity, you can do it as per your own convenience whenever you want it to. And they can just look at the problem and try doing it on, try working the answer out in their books.
Okay. And it will keep the
And
child engaged.
yes, definitely, because like I told you, even every activity requires a lot of thinking to do.
Yes.
So it depends upon you. You can do 2 activities a day, 3 activities a day. It is a 84. So I started doing this how I'll tell you. I started sending out every week. I used to send out seven activities to my subscribers.
Okay.
So I did this for 12 weeks. And then I
Uh-huh.
said, Ki abhi theek hai. This is like a complete set of 84 activities by now. So let me, just package it all together as a product which anybody can buy. So it's in, and I'll also tell you the philosophy is that it's difficult to publish this as a book because I am an individual, and if I self-publish it, uh, this is going to cost you in excess of 1500 rupees. Right now, it costs you only 500 because self-publishing and in color printout, all that is very expensive to do. Because self-publishing, what they do is they print one copy, right? As in when they get an order, they print one copy of that product. Traditional publishers, on the other hand, print in volumes, which is why their cost is low. But for traditional publishing, I need to commit that much of financial resources of publishing 500 copies at one time,
Hmm.
which is a little, at this stage, since I'm starting out, it's a little risky for me.
Yes.
So, which is why it's published as an ebook so that it's cost effective for you. I know that's not ideal. I would love to have these activities in a book, but for that, I need a publisher who can support me with very minimal financial commitment. So, yes, so that is one thing. And the other thing are workshops where these are sessions, these are interactive sessions, these are engaging sessions. We explain how these activities are solved, and kids do it with us, and we play games and we have a lot of fun together.
That's good. Yeah. It's so nice to know that there is something being created exclusively for children, which is
Yes,
filled with fun, engagement, learning, everything put together.
it's entirely play and learn.
Yeah. But
It's
have you explored
it's not.
schools for this activity?
So right now, explore means I would love to get associated with schools.
Yeah.
But so I'm actually doing this for an NGO.
Okay.
So so we are doing these sessions for an NGO where there are these are underprivileged girls, and we are doing a same IQ boosting material for them because they kind of realize the importance of these activities. So so I have an NGO arrangement. Those are schools, but I would love to explore doing more tie-ups with schools.
Okay, that's good. I mean, I'm really happy to know about this. And how about your child? He has done all these activities.
So I have been, yes, of course. I have been doing these activities with him since uh, more than a year now.
Okay.
And I say this with the confidence that with the improvement that I have seen in him. I mean, he's a live example in front of me, right?
Yeah.
So before I started doing all of this with him, um, and after, and see, one more thing that has definitely helped is my my time commitment that I can give to him right now, because earlier I was working for like 8 hours a day, and frankly 1 2 hours traveling में पकड़ लो तो 10 hours I was out
Hmm.
out of out working. So my time commitment to him was obviously not so high. But right now it is high. And plus, I'm doing these activities with him, and I can tell you that he has picked up very well in academics. I can see that he picks up concepts very quickly, and I can definitely see an improvement in him.
That's good. Really nice to know that. I can see something behind you. What is that actually? Is it on the wall or some landscape?
No, no, everything is on the wall.
Everything is on the wall.
Yes, yes.
Okay. What exactly is that?
These are all drawings that he's done,
Okay.
scribbling rather, not even drawings.
Acha, he's scribbling. But that turns
So,
into drawing.
so
I
like I
just,
mentioned, I used to be 10 hours outside,
yeah.
12 hours. So पीछे बच्चा क्या करता था ये सब बोर होके ये सब करता था.
But it's
So
good, yeah.
obviously I have my in-laws as support here. But yeah, so these are few things which I couldn't control him because I was out working. But yes, so now, like I told you, we're moving into a new place, and hopefully, there's a designated area for
But
all
why do
this.
you
So
want to
this
control him? He's trying his art out.
no, that is there,
I mean, they
but
need
should
some
we?
place to do these things.
Yes, that is there, but
If we keep on stopping, where will they do?
no, no. But I think we should create boundaries, right? Because it just spoils. It does. I mean, every wall cannot be used for
Right.
this.
Yeah, that's right. I do
Yeah.
understand what you say, but it's okay. But if he felt that he wants to do so many things and he wants to offload his mind in a creative way, and his hands are going in that direction, pouring out his creativity, and he could think of this wall on his own because nobody would have suggested him to do this. That is his way of showing his art. I mean, it's okay, one paint wash and everything will go away, not an issue. But the amount
True,
of
true.
creativity that it gave to this child. So if I
Yes, yes. So
say,
we have in fact given him all the liberty. His entire. If I show you the entire house, you realize how much
so this is
creativity has
most
been poured out.
valuable experience, I would say. I mean, really, he would cherish all his life, the real experiences that he had, how he must be feeling while drawing on it, coming out with some thoughts of creativity. So how much he must have gone through his brain work. It must have
True.
definitely been there. I'm not encouraging all parents to do give this much space in the house and all. No. But what I mean to say is this is what child wants. They need some
Yeah.
space. They need space. And
True. True.
when they are given, they can go boundaryless, go beyond boundaries. But if we
I
keep on
agree.
restricting them for everything and they feel they can't do anything, everything is stopped and they start feeling bored.
No, as it is when they grow up, I think all the innocence, all the creativity, all the freedom, any which
Yeah.
ways goes away, right? Because they are so burdened with what they have to do at school that there's
Yeah.
no time for anything else. So this is a age where they can actually go out and do whatever they want to do.
I mean, I really
Um,
love this, what he has done. I wouldn't feel like, one wash and everything will go away, no problem. अगर 2 साल कोरोना में ये करके निकाला तो क्या बुरा है. 2 साल में इतनी सब कर ली ना एक्टिविटी उसने. So that much time, instead of being on some device, if he has done this, I think this carries more richness than the device.
yes, so he's never been a device person. पहले तो
Yeah.
device की बात ही नहीं थी because
हाँ.
uh, कुछ था ही नहीं ना अभी तो you don't have an option. हमको खुद device
Yes.
देना पड़ता है because school is online. But yes, after school he's never been a device. In fact, उसको समझता भी नहीं है. The more he looks into TV, I think he just gets lost in the
Yeah.
animations and he doesn't pick up the stories really well. So, ठीक है, so we keep that fairly limited. And yes, so the the other outcome is that all this happens. But I think that's fine. Like you're saying,
Yes,
he's a
I
child.
love it. Yeah. It's a better way of dealing with your life, I would
Yeah.
say. rather than
True.
just going into that small device, isn't it? Putting
True.
your head,
True.
your whole time into it. This is more productive, and this art of his can be channelized further. Once the
Yes.
lockdown is over and the things are free enough, this art can be channelized, which he would do it very happily.
Yes,
So, good
definitely.
enough. Oh, nice. Nice. So it's good that he's not much into screen and you don't have much of his challenges except the challenge of the wall, I feel.
This is the done and dusted. We cannot do anything about it. So
Nothing.
it's
It's
fine.
not
No
even a
forcing
challenge,
it.
I would say.
Yeah, it's something we just got used to it now.
Used to it and you can always correct it.
Yeah,
Okay, that
true.
is not an issue. Yeah. So I would, okay, thank you so much, Neeta,
Thank you.
for giving
Thanks.
me your valuable time. I really mean it. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for
Thank
being on the
you.
chat show. See you
Thank you
again.
so
Yeah,
much. Yes.
thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye.
Bye.